Hi, so today we're going to be reading Big Pumpkin by Erica Silverstein, illustrated by S.D. Schindler. It's one of my favorite books. So once upon a time, there was a witch. She wanted to make pumpkin pie. So she planted a seed and she weeded and watered and weeded and watered. And the pumpkin grew and grew and grew bigger. And finally, it was Halloween. And the pumpkin was huge. So the witch walked down to the pumpkin and tried to pull it off the vine. Well, she pulled and she pulled and she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. And she said, "Drat." Then along came a ghost. The ghost said, "Oh, big pumpkin." And the witch said, "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away." The ghost said, "Step aside. I'm bigger and stronger than you. Let me have a try." So the witch said, but she stepped aside because she thought about pumpkin pie. Because everybody loves pumpkin pie. So the ghost pulled and pulled and pulled, and he pulled harder and harder, but that pumpkin just sat. And he said, "Drat." Then along came a vampire. "Big pumpkin," said the vampire. And the witch said, "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away." The vampire said, "I'm bigger than you both and stronger too. Step aside and give me a try." The witch said, "Humph," and the ghost said, "Humph." But they stepped aside because they thought about pumpkin pie. So the vampire pulled and pulled and pulled harder and harder, but the pumpkin just sat. "Drat," said the vampire. Then along came a mummy. "Big pumpkin," said the mummy. The witch said, "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away." The mummy said, "I am bigger than you guys and stronger too. Step aside. Give me a try." So she pulled and she pulled and she pulled harder and harder, but that pumpkin just sat. "Drat," said the mummy. Then along came a bat. Do you think the bat's going to be able to do it? Oh. "Big pumpkin," said the bat. The witch just looked at the bat and rolled her eyes. And the vampire looked at the ghost looked at the mummy looked at the witch, and they all laughed. The bat said, "I may not be big, but I have an idea." So she told them all what her idea was. The mummy said, "Humph." The vampire said, "Humph." The ghost said, "Huh." And the witch said, "Humph." But they all thought about pumpkin pie, and they listened to the bat. So they worked together, and they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled harder and harder, and together, snap! The pumpkin went flying down the hill. Whoosh! Thud! It landed right on top of a hill, and then thump, bump, thump, bump, thump. It stopped right in front of the witch's house. "Hooray for the bat!" they all cried. And they ran inside to make pumpkin pie. Said the ghost. "Have some more," said the witch. "Couldn't eat another Bite, said the mummy. Fun party, said the vampire. Time to go, said the bat. Drat, said the witch, as she watched all of her friends go home. Then she went outside and planted another pumpkin seed. Thank you for joining me today and reading Big Pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites. If you look it up, there are a few songs where they like read this as if it's a song, and it's really awesome. My kids love that one the most. But yeah, thank you.